And I think it all starts out, and I think this is super important as you're beginning a career in supply chain. The field of supply chain, it is enormous. I would argue there's more career paths you can tap into in supply chain than any other career field. And having recruited in it, I feel very confident to make that statement. I think IT is up there too in terms of diversity. So you've got, if you're starting out your career, you want to be thinking about, again, don't go haphazardly into, oh, I just want to find the first job. It's all about what kind of salary, who can make that is the wrong way to look at it. You got to be looking at things from a holistic. Everything needs to align with your goals. So just to kind of provide a high level overview of the careers and to show you how diverse they are. You've got shippers, and it's not what you think. It's companies that are basically either they make the product or they resell it. So manufacturing, you've got raw materials, components, the whole finished goods, equipment, and so forth. And they cover everything, just about every industry there, from chemicals, pharmaceuticals, food and beverage, and so forth. Look around you, all the products around you were manufactured at some point. You've got retailers. Obviously, a lot has changed in retail. Brick and mortar is still going for the most part, and then some companies are no longer with us because they did not make the advancement quick enough into e-commerce. So e-commerce now is super hot, especially with the pandemic, and it's a great place to build a career because so many people are shopping online these days. So think of retail as more of that B2C, getting product to that individual consumer. And then you've got the whole other side, what I look at is wholesale distribution, resellers of products that are mainly going to business. So you hear the term B2C and B2B. Then you've got a whole host of service providers that support these, manufacturing, resell, wholesale. You've got third-party logistics. You layer above that 4PL, carriers of all shapes and sizes, from less than truckload, ocean, intermodal, rail, air, parcel, and now drone is starting to show up. You got management consultings from the big boys, the big four. You've got a lot of niche or boutique supply chain consulting firms that have popped up over the years. Some of these companies are getting very big very quickly. You've got technology is huge, from your TMS, WMS. Now we're starting to see blockchain, Internet of Things, RFID, and so forth. We mentioned associations. You can work on that side. You can work in academia, and so forth. And then you got to think about, once you figure out, okay, I want to check out these types of industries or companies, you think about the company size and the ownership model. You've got public corporations, you've got private, you've got nonprofit, you got private equity, venture capital, startup companies. We're working with some right now that are infant startups in the very beginning, later stage startups, small, mid-sized, large, domestic, multinational, global corporations. So once you get a sense of that, you want to figure out, what am I good at? What are your strengths? What are you not so good at? What do you really want to be good at? Think about the industries you're interested in that we just covered. Think about the ones that are poised for growth. Think about the functional areas that are doing well. And I would say right now in supply chain, everything is hot, especially sourcing, manufacturing, and so forth. So take a look at those areas. Do you want to work across the supply chain, or do you want to build a career inside of a single function? And it all depends on what you want to do, what you like to do, what you're good at, and so forth. Think about how the pandemic and other big disruptors have shaped jobs and career paths. There's many companies that have been on the decline. Now they're starting to rebound in a big way. There's these things create winners and losers, and you need to be able to evaluate things from the pros and cons, and especially the risks. So look at those companies. I would be focused on companies that are high growth and treat their talent in a very progressive way, meaning they want to develop them, they want to broaden their perspectives, they want to move them on to the next level, and so forth. Think about your geographical preferences or limitations. If you're limited to one city, that's only going to, you want to figure out which companies are there in the backyard that align with your agenda. What are my financial goals? Do the jobs that I'm looking for, do they support my lifestyle? So get all of this in play, and don't forget about the supporting cast of supply chain. You've got HR, finance, accounting, IT, sales, marketing, and even what we do, recruitment, sustainability, health, safety, environmental. These are all the supporting cast that support supply chain and make supply chain successful.